Hey everyone, it's Libby from Maighstir Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's W-O-R-I-M-I, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies to this new computer. Holy crumbs, warts and all I'm on here. It's going to be interesting to see how long it takes the guides to actually get used to it. So if you hear them, let me know, because they have said, yep, we're ready for it. So we'll see. They were a bit chatty. They were used to the old microphone on the old video. So hopefully they'll come through on this new one. First of all, for the senses, entertainment only. Thank you very much. And, oh gosh, the firefighters in Idaho. I am just going to put it out there. I do have quite long conversations with quite a number of my viewers on via email, and I'm just going to say it is going to get worse before it gets better, and this is the sort of worst we're going to see. So I've got a new deck this morning, the predictions deck from Trish James. Thank you, Trish. Bought that last week and a very, very quick delivery. So I just want to have a look very quickly before I get on to today's readings using this new deck. How's it going to, what do we need to know? What do we need to know in regards to, and this one, oh, airborne toxins. Well, that'd be the wildfires. I'm not getting that it's sort of any sort of bio warfare or anything like this. This is the wildfire. So, okay, they're telling me about what I was just thinking about with the firefighters in Idaho. I suspect they're just going to have to let it burn at the moment. Tell me what we need to know about what's going on in Idaho at the moment, and the bigger picture of it all. What do we need to know with Idaho? And you want that one. Rulership handover. Oh, okay. Interesting. Rulership handover. Oh. Darkness and outages. Okay, I'm going to bring you down. You're going to love this new computer. Bring you down. So, airborne toxins, the rulership handover, darkness outages. Is it the 3 days? I'm just going from the bottom here. Holding power, stay put, mainstream news. Well, I did ask about Idaho, but I don't know that this is telling me about Idaho. Airborne toxins. This one was Idaho. This was Idaho. This threw out, but I did ask. I'm just going to do this. They're telling me, if you hear my guides, let me know. Okay, so rulership handover. What I did ask, what do we need to know in light of what's going on in Idaho? But this is sort of giving me a bigger picture story. I've got overhead lights on. I might pause you and turn them off in a second because they're shining on the cards. Actually, I'll go and do that now. Hang on a sec. Apparently, I don't need the overhead lights on looking at the quality, so that stopped them shining on the cards. Okay, the rulership handover, the darkness outage, and holding power. The 3 days of darkness, perhaps? Stay put, stay safe, listen to the news, any reporting that comes out, because there's a replacement or exchange coming that will have a good outcome. But urgent action is required now. Now, in spiritual terms, gosh, guys, when do you mean now? Okay, what I'm going to have a look at, the budget bill. I might keep going with these cards, actually. I do like the ease of which to use them. Other news, the Central Park 5, the felon was trying to get the defamation case thrown out. That's been rejected. What What else have we got? Edward Corestein, the guy with the big dangly bits, age 19, that quit Doge. Just be aware he's now a special government employee in the Social Security Administration. When I read about him, I read that he was going on to bigger and better things for himself. Felon 45 is now claiming that there is a TikTok buy that he will announce in his usual 2 weeks. Everything is 2 weeks for him. But let's have a look. Let's have a look. Show me what we need to know about the big, beautiful bill. I'm actually being told to do a full layout, full spread, the Celtic cross spread. Let's have a look. My extended version thereof. What do we need to know about the big, beautiful bill? Now, Chuck Schumer, oh my goodness, he actually got one vertebrae in his spine to grow. He has requested that the Senate clerks read the entire 940 pages, which is apparently longer than the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy. Military plane. Why did that pop out? Why have you given me military plane? Is it Air Force One? Unexpected result. Betrayed backstabbing. Submarine underwater. Explosive situation. And comprised and harmful. Okay, I'm just going to grab my yes/no card. Sorry, I was a bit off track there. Why have you given me this? So, as I'm talking about the big, beautiful bill, so Schumer's required it to be read out loud. Apparently, it only passed the House by 1 vote, and then you've got these bloomin' reps coming out like MTG claiming that they didn't read it and they don't agree with certain elements of it. Only passed by 1 vote. If MTG had bothered to read it, it wouldn't have passed. The Medicaid cuts, Lindsey Graham and RFK have basically come out and used alternative language of reducing growth rather than Medicaid cuts. And McConnell, from a closed-door rep meeting, has basically, so this is obviously a Republican meeting, so obviously a Republican has come out and dobbed on him. McConnell's come out and said, oh, voters will get over it. Like, leaking like a sieve. But this military plane, unexpected result, betrayed backstabbing, submarine underwater, explosive situation, and compromised harmful. Is this to do with the Nimitz? Is this the Nimitz? Is this the Nimitz? Is this the Nimitz? This is something. Yes. 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 I've got 12 yes cards, 12 no cards, 2 blank. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. They obviously wanted to get that message out there for you. As I said, if you hear my guides, let me know. Betrayed, backstabbed, unexpected result. Now, I was asking about the bill. So, make sure I put those back a bit randomly. These cards are very slippery. So hopefully with use, they will de-slip. Trish, if you're watching, if you're listening, matte finish would be good because they are incredibly slippery. So yes, for the Nimitz. So is this, why are you telling me this in regards to the bill, the budget bill? I refuse to call it the big beautiful bill because it's a bullshit bill. Urgent action now and consequences from damage done. Is the bill, because we've got Elizabeth McDonough, no, it's not Donahue, McDonough, if I remember my English correctly, she is a non-elected official who ensures that the bill complies with the bird rule, that everything contained within it is actually related to funding. So I gather she's hit it with the shredder. Hasn't got. So tell me, is the bill, the budget bill, how's it going to go through Congress? Through the Senate, thank you, because it's still in the Senate at the moment. McConnell, the betrayer. I posted something really interesting on my post section about how the same machines that were used in Kentucky were used in the federal election. McConnell, with his 18% approval rating, apparently got re-elected back in, what was it, 2020? Or was it 2022? I can't remember. But I'm having a look at the bill. How's it going to go in the Senate? Right, declassified documents is the signifier that comes out. Okay, is this the bill being read aloud in the Senate? It's expected to take anywhere between 15 and 20 hours without breaks. So to me, this is telling me this is about revealing everything that's in the bill. Everything, okay. Challenged by fake news. So just be aware that there's going to be pushback from the fake news brigade about this, that is going to challenge what is being told at the foundation. Ooh, offering donation is the energy stewing in at the moment. Now, why is this here, this offering donation? It's not to do with money. It's to do with the revelation of what's in the bill. Okay. Ah, thank you. Again, if you hear my guides, let me know. What they're telling me is it's about offering, it's like the Knight of Cups. It's offering the people as well as the representatives the opportunity to change their tune. Okay, in the past we've got tornado winds, but that's in the past. There's something to do with FEMA. Now, FEMA funding in this bill slashed, gone. No more FEMA funding. But I think this may also refer to the fact that the certain Republicans were trying to push it through really quickly, and it's getting bogged down. So that's in the past, the tornado winds. In the past, the pushing it through, passed through the House really, really quickly, not giving the representatives time to actually read it, which means theoretically they shouldn't have voted on it if they hadn't read it. But let's see where this goes. The energy over this is the worldwide earth. It's end of an era card. Also, what's in this bill will affect the entire planet. I'm still ploughing my way through the last couple of chapters of The Fourth Turning is Here. Brilliant book if you haven't read it, but boy, it's heavy going. Heavy going. And it does talk about the resurgence of the US as a world power as one of the potential outcomes of the crisis era we're going through at the moment. But I do wonder whether, depending on how this plays out, the shift of the power is going to shift to Europe. But this is about the bill here. Worldwide Earth. End of an era. Let's see where this goes. Taken by force is the immediate future. Okay. I don't like that card in the immediate future because it feels like if the bill gets delayed, altered, or not put through in the desired manner, they're going to move to plan F, force. Okay, externally, farming industry. Reaping what you sow, thank you. This is about reaping what you sow, looking at the harvest externally, disappointment in the harvest. Thank you. I know these cards possibly mean something else to others of you that read them, but I can only go by what my guides are giving me. And they're showing me is it the Seven of Pentacles? That disappointment in the harvest, disappointment in what is coming to fruition. So that's externally. Internally, foreign occupation. Right, this is why they gave me that Nimitz reading. Because if it is delayed and doesn't pass internally, they're looking at shifting, I'm just going to say a war footing. Oh, man, crikey. Okay. Hopes and fears, the support role. The Elizabeth Warren, I'm getting Elizabeth Warren there pushing back. The outcome, earthquake shake-up, AI tech, and big news. Huge announcement. This is like the judgment card here. It's going to be a heavy burden. It's like the Ten of Wands. Too much, too far. What's this earthquake shake-up, guys? I'll just ask, what's this earthquake shake-up with AI tech? I'm not feeling it's an actual earthquake. I'm feeling like there's some big news coming out. All for the money. We know that. Downgraded. Okay, so it may be that the AI segment gets taken out, which was the bit that MTG opposed, that states would have wouldn't be able to bring about any laws or legislation in regards to AI for the next 10 years. So that might be removed for it to get through. Which is going to be a big shake-up for the AI tech bros. Banking currency and celebrate success. What's this banking currency? I do feel that the US will be, going into the future, won't be the world currency, but we're not there yet. Oh, you wanted that one. And something positive coming out. Celebrate success, something positive. Okay, well, first of all, okay, thank you. Right. There's something about crypto I feel is going to get taken out, and something about AI. And neither of those are going to please the tech bros. Thank you. Right, these are really interesting cards. I might continue them for this reading. So I am getting that there will be segments taken out. One of them's to do with crypto and one of them's to do with AI, neither of which is going to please the tech bros that have been pushing for this. Show me what we need to know about the Medicaid cuts. It's not so much cuts as in not increasing the funding in line with the requirements of the population, so ergo being cut. Just if that makes sense. It's like if growth is at 3%, but so if cost of everything increases at 3% per year, but the funding for Medicaid only increases by 0.5% a year. That means every year it's a 2.5% deficit in funding, which snowballs. Let's have a look. What do we need to know about planned Medicaid cuts? I mean, it could be very simple if you just taxed people like Bezos, who just spent, what, 20 million plus on a wedding that I suspect will last less than 2 years. It's all about lust and sex at the moment. It's all about the lust and sex at the moment. Citing disclosure. I'm talking about Bezos's wedding. That's interesting. Something might come out. I suspect he's going to miss the stable intelligence of Mackenzie, but that's his tough bickies. Okay, show me about the Medicaid, call them what they are, cuts. Oh, okay, might be some positive news as the truth comes out, because to be honest, these cuts are going to affect the red states most. I believe Tom Tillis from Republican in North Carolina has come out against the cuts, and he said he won't run again in 2026 because he's so disgusted with the party. Science breakthrough, controlled narrative, and heatwave. Well, Europe at the moment's having a shocking heatwave. What was it, 46 degrees in, was it Spain or Italy? I can't remember where I saw it. It was just absolutely horrific heatwave where they haven't designed their properties for this sort of heat. Scientific breakthrough. Battle warship planned outcome. Ugh. And underground in hiding. So I like these first two cards, the positive news, but what are these about? Science breakthrough, controlling the narrative, climate change breakthrough perhaps? Battle warship, planned outcome, and underground in hiding. Lies, deception. I'm really getting... Oh, and then we've got cyber attack on the bottom. Cyber attack. I am really getting from these. Great cards, Trish. Thank you very much. I'm getting from these that... Pardon me, I got a bit of a frog in my throat. My daughter came home from work about 4 days ago with a shocking cold, so trying to avoid it, but I think I got a little bit of it. In the light of things being revealed and pushed back on, I am getting that they're going to move to plan F, which is force. Just quickly, guys. Will This bastard budget bill passed the Senate. Food shortages and imprisoned detained. This keeps popping up, citing disclosure, hiding something. I'm getting the revelations that are going to come out as this bill is read aloud. May not be in its entirety, it might be an abridged version because they're talking 15 hours instead of what something of that length should take, which is 20 something hours. Is this bill housing issues, issues with the house, which are good for us and get out there and protest. However, I suspect they'll be using, just beware of the gas with that airborne toxins. I'm getting the feeling that we've got social media having a big play, social media and mainstream news. Both of these, I think when they're reading the bill, there's going to be pushback from the House that will be positive. It'll come out in social media. Mainstream media will have no choice but to pick it up. It's going to be good trouble, to quote, is it Bernie Sanders? There's going to be protests, but just beware of the use of tear gas, etc. I don't think this bill is going to, I don't think it's going to pass, or it's not going to pass in the form they want it to. So let's have another look. I'm still learning these cards. Okay, I'm just going to shift to the yes, no and get a yes, no answer before I move on to the next question. Tell me, is the bill going to be stalled? What? No. Okay. Is the bill, is this bastard budget bill going to be altered to the point? Yes. But those behind the scenes are going to third yes, 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 yes. Believe it or not, I do have yes again. I do have no's in this deck. See, there's a no there, but yes, yes, yes. 6 yeses in a row. Yes, this bill is going to be altered to a point that those behind the scenes, the Project 25, are going to be upset. So, what's that going to lead to? So, its passage won't be prevented, but it will be altered to a point that. So what's that going to cause? What is that going to cause? What are they going to do next? Come on down. Future time. Okay. The wheel of fortune turning, karma coming, biting them on the bum, but something happening in the future. The wheel turning. What's it going to lead to? Challenged by social media. The wheel of fortune. this is going to signify a turning of energies, which is what we're in at the moment. Oh, wonder who the TikTok buyer is, but that's aside the point. He's going announced in 2 weeks. It'll be someone favourable to the regime, and it is a way of controlling social media. But social media will refuse to be controlled. The challenge is social media. At the foundation, we've got the strategy and planning. Okay. First, trying to get the bastard budget bill through didn't work. What do we do now? So there's some, because I'm asking, because the challenge to them is the social media, the message spreading like wildfire. In the past, we've got some sort of cyber attack. I am asking what they're going to do, those behind the regime, of what they're going to do when the bastard budget bill does not pass in the form that they want. Beware of the cyber attack, some sort of cyber attack, and because the energy over this is the downgraded. The bill that they want to get, the Project 25 that they want to get through, because they know they're running out of time. When the felon's gone, Vance won't fly. I don't even know if Vance will get in at all. If he is, it's going to feel like literally a nanosecond, as this year already has, and we're about to start July. But the energy over this is because the bill and the actions they wanted have been downgraded. Energy weapon. Oh, well, I wonder what that is. I think you know. That's a plan externally. Now they want it. I'm talking about, this is from those behind the regime. Could be a cyber attack on energy, or it could be worse. But they want it now. Make it happen now. Internally, to manipulate, coerce and manipulate. I mean, there are positive cards in this deck, believe it or not. Hopes and fears, the greater good coming forward. The power of the people. The higher vibration, those of us that are in this new energy and can see through what's happening. The outcome, underground in hiding, darkness outage, and betrayed and backstabbed. Oh, I don't like these. So those that are hiding behind the scenes, I think there's going to be an attack on the energy system, and it is a false flag event. Assistance, help, because the change is coming. So this is about helping those that you stepping forward and helping, because this change is coming and there is nothing they can do about it. Okay, on the base we've got the foreign occupation. Could be Iran, boots on the ground, or it could be Russia. Or a request for a foreign occupation, because we've then got the public life burnout and evidence of a scandal coming forward and volatile information, fire heat wave, about someone who's trying to hold on to power. I am hoping, sounds awful to say hoping, but I think there's going to be a cyber attack on the energy system by those hiding behind the scenes that will cause this darkness outage, and they it's going to be a false flag that they are going to accuse others of to try and bring about a boots on the ground. This might be a Russian, not Russian, Iran. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Desperate to hold on to power as evidence of the scandal comes out. We are in peak cornered rat territory. Okay, think I'm going to like these cards, but they do cut a little bit close to the bone. Okay. Summary, the bill I don't feel will get through in its current form. There's going to be quite some savage cutting, especially with the revelation, very public revelation through the reading of the bill, all 940 pages of it. Which means that those behind trying to shove this bill through are going to do something really dramatic, and it very possibly will be a cyber attack. It will very possibly be a false flag on the Nimitz, because that's what I got towards the beginning. It doesn't mean it's going to be destroyed. It may be a cyber attack on the Nimitz, which is going to bring about some sort of blackout. So, or it may be within the US itself, but it's a false flag event. I do feel it's going to be outed as such. Oh, boy. Full on unravel. Okay, love to you all. Take care. Let's see how it plays. Make sure you've got your can get those little windy things that will recharge batteries, perhaps a camping solar panel set if you can. They're sort of like, just you roll them out and it's like 2 solar panels that are enough to do things like recharge phones and recharge light batteries, etc. Wouldn't hurt if you can. You don't need to get it all individually, but if somebody's got it, it does mean that the community can use it. Okay, love to you all. Catch you shortly. Please do what you need to do to stay safe. I'm not trying to scare you. Forewarned is forearmed, which means we're not going to be shocked by anything. Love to you all. Take care. Bye-bye.